Growing up, my mother and father taught me to be proud to be Italian. They said it would be hard to conceive of the world without Italian contributions. The fact that civilization was so disproportionately influenced by the people of such a relatively small country is testament to Italian ingenuity and creativity. Even so, my parents said that people of Italian descent should not feel that they are better than any other ethnic group, but they should know, however, that the Italian culture is second to none. In fact, it has been said since the Middle Ages that a person's education is incomplete unless he has seen the beauties of Venice, the art of Florence, and the ruins of Rome. Starting with the Roman Empire, which conquered the known world from England to the Middle East and lasted for over 1,000 years, people from the Italian peninsula created a powerful and advanced culture which has had long-lasting effects on the entire world. Roman engineers pioneered baths, roads, amphitheaters, and aqueducts, and many modern civic buildings, including the U.S. Capitol, have been built using Roman architectural inventions such as the arch and dome. Rome also gave the world its alphabet, and Latin, whose roots form the basis of many modern Western languages. Perhaps the most important Roman contributions to Western civilization are its legal codes and political systems, such as the Senate. I was also taught to be proud of more recent Italian contributions to society. Contributions of such people as Galileo, astronomer and physicist who invented the telescope, Leonardo da Vinci, painter, scientist, and engineer, Volta and Galvani, pioneers in electricity, Marconi, the father of radio, and Enrico Fermi, the father of atomic energy. My cousins and I were taught to be proud of those Italians who contributed to politics, such as Machiavelli, to religion and philosophy, such as Thomas Aquinas, and to the arts, such as Michelangelo, Raffaello, and others too numerous to mention. We knew that Italian is the most musical of all languages, and that because of this, many operas and most musical terms are written in Italian. We were familiar with the works of Verdi and other Italian composers, and we knew that the musical theme of The Lone Ranger was really the William Tell Overture composed by Rossini. We were also aware of Italian contributions to world literature, such as Dante's Divine Comedy. What Italian American could not be proud of the fact that an Italian, Christopher Columbus, had discovered America, and in fact, America was named after an Italian explorer, Amerigo Vespucci. And we knew that Giovanni da Verrazzano sailed into New York Harbor some 85 years before Henry Hudson. We were taught that Thomas Jefferson knew how to speak Italian, and that the words in the Declaration of Independence, that all men are created equal, was suggested to Thomas Jefferson by his Italian friend Filippo Mazzei, when in a letter to him, Mazzei declared that all men are by nature equally free and independent. We were also taught that two of the signers of the Declaration of Independence were of Italian heritage, William Packer and Caesar Rodney. Italians not only played a part in revolutionary times, but one Italian almost became the leader of the Union Army in America's Civil War. In 1861, a few days after the devastating defeat of the Union Army at Bull Run, President Lincoln knew that he needed a bold and proven general, one who had a capacity to motivate men, and therefore he sought the help of a military genius who had once lived in exile in New York on Staten Island, and who had become an honorary U.S. citizen, General Giuseppe Garibaldi. Garibaldi was ready to accept Lincoln's offer, but only if the abolition of slavery be declared as one of the war's objectives. He said without this declaration, the war would appear to be like any civil war, in which the world at large could have little interest or sympathy. But at that stage, Lincoln was unwilling to make such a statement. It was only 2 years later, in 1863, with the Emancipation Proclamation, that Lincoln finally declared that one of the war's objectives was the abolition of slavery. But at that point, Garibaldi was occupied in the struggle to wrest control of Rome from the papacy. Italian Americans also played a part in the economic growth of the United States. In fact, the largest bank in America, the Bank of America, was founded by an Italian, Amedeo Giannini, and it was originally called the Banco d'Italia.